Hello everyone, and welcome to the Be Brilliant Everyday Show. More people and businesses are transforming and inspiring their local community and people around the world to lead better lives and make more money. On this show, we sit down with these brilliant people to discuss their ideas, strategies, and the opportunities they're taking advantage of so the rest of us can do the same. Please welcome your host for today, 𝒓𝒚.
So today we are talking about health and nutrition management with expert coach Kavan Fitzpatrick. He's an expert in his field. He holds a degree in sports science and coaching science, and he's been a coach for the past 17 years, as well as holds a personal training degree for the past 7 years. Kavan, is it correct? Welcome everyone, and welcome Kavan.
Thank you very much for having me, 𝒓𝒚.
Excellent. So Kavan, what got you into this field?
Well, I actually went to university to be a teacher, so I was a primary school teacher for a year. Didn't enjoy what was being taught because I think it's a little bit restrictive, and I sat down and I went, what two things do I love? I love teaching and I love working out, gym, sport, so I went personal training, stepped into it that way.
Fantastic. And when it comes to your personal fitness for individuals and businesses, why is it so important to them, especially business owners, right?
Listen, you can't look after everyone else if you don't look after yourself in the first place.
Right.
Okay, so you need to not only get your workouts in order, it needs to be your nutrition, it needs to be your sleep, it needs to be your habits in general, the way you deal with stress. If you want to be the most productive, you need to be running on all cylinders and be in optimal health.
Right, excellent. And when do you generally see individuals coming to you?
In
what phase of their life?
Yeah, so the way I look at it is you've got prehab and you've got rehab. I got most people coming to rehab. They're normally getting to the point where they're near the bottom. They're really stressed. They're not enjoying where they are weight wise, body wise, and it's about me getting them into the habits to get them out of it.
Excellent. And when it comes to business coaching, which I do, as well as the personal fitness coaching, which you do, you mentioned a couple of good points earlier on in terms of the mental discipline that they need to have. So there's always, when we talk about fitness, people always talk about the physical aspect of it, but what about the mental side of it as well as on the nutrition side of it?
Massively. Mental aspect of it is key, because not every day you're going to work out. I've been working out for years, and it's about building that discipline. It's small things done ruthlessly and consistently well is what's going to get you over, and you just don't think about the physical benefits, just the mental relief when you get that aggression out of your system, when it allows you the clearest thoughts, so you can make those business decisions. You're like, oh yeah, I remember that midway through a squat, I can do that. And then obviously in terms of nutrition is key. If you've got a Ferrari and you put in vegetable oil in it, it's not going to go anywhere.
True, excellent. And how do you project your kind of principles onto your clients, and what makes you successful?
Of course. So my principles are, the way I always say, it's just simple. It's simple things done consistently, okay? We're not going to rock the boat. We're going to turn around, we'll get the workouts in so they fit in within your diary to make it happen. Strength training is my go-to. And then in terms of nutrition, I'm not about giving you something. You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, is what I think. So it's about creating a method that fits your lifestyle, because we need to live a life. No one wants to eat carrot and hummus for the rest of their life, do they?
So your kind of principles are, when it comes to nutrition, eat what you want and what you like.
Everything in moderation.
Right.
Okay. So you can't just have all of the, I don't like saying naughty things, because there's nutritiously dense food and less nutritiously dense food. But you need to have an 80-20 principle. We've all heard it. It happens in business. It's the same for nutrition. 80% get it right, get the things. 20% have some fun with. It's called life.
And what about the environment that your clients come from? How important is that for them in terms of achieving the goal?
Very much so, because when you're talking about health and wellness, if you're an individual, it's great. When you've got a family that's around you and someone else is cooking, it's always a bit hard. So you need to get other people on board in order to help with that process, as well as your friends, because you don't want them cheating and then saying, come out on Wednesday, let's go get something.
Yeah. And what's your kind of what have you seen working more? Is it group coaching or is it one-to-one coaching? Personally,
it's a one-to-one aspect. For me, it's the personal training aspect. You're one-to-one with your coach. The communication is there, going back and forth. With group, it can go a little bit lost. And with group, it's more about setting rules and structure, and then letting the group go from there.
Okay. And we've always seen, right, when anyone starts on your coaching journey, it's not a kind of linear path straight up. It always goes bang, 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 right? How do you manage those kind of dips when it comes to your clients? Right?
No, of course, there's always going to be ups and downs in whatever process when it comes to business. You have to fail a million times to get that one success. And it's the same for weight loss. It's never linear, okay? You'll have 1 week where it goes down, you'll have another week when it goes up. Don't worry about it. This is why we average it out. So I like to do 7 days averages when it comes to weight. For example, this is just one metric.
Right.
We have our average, and that will dictate the differences day to day, and then you compare them week on week, month to month, year to year.
Okay, excellent. And when we're looking also at individuals, right, is there a separate approach when you talk to males and females? Is it you have a standard approach when you look into that?
So
coaching.
When it comes to sort of the workout and nutrition, when workout, everyone should be the same. It depends on then your body parts you want to work on more. Normally ladies, they like to do their lower body more. Men like to do their upper body more.
Right.
When it comes to nutrition, once again, it's very similar. It's just about making sure your calories and your macros fit your height and weight in the first place. But when it comes to women, obviously they have their cycles. We need to then keep that into a fact because there's lots of variations due to when those things are happening.
And what are the common myths you see in this field? I mean, we've heard a lot about it, but what have you seen that when it comes to your clients, the common myths that they've...
One of my favourite is you have to do cardio to lose weight.
Right, okay.
You don't have to do cardio to lose weight, okay? When it comes to creating a calorie deficit, you can do that purely through nutrition, okay? So you don't actually have to work out at all. Right. The reason you do work out, though, is to create that shape that you're looking for. Another common myth, I would say, is strength training making you bulky. Especially for women, okay? Right. You don't have the testosterone that us males have in the first place. It doesn't work like that. Unless you're a high IBF bodybuilder and you're doing lots of other stuff with it, it doesn't happen. Strength training is going to make you stronger, build you that more toned and shapely physique you're looking for. And you know what? It's enjoyable for everyone.
Fantastic. And what are the top 3 reasons a client would come and work for you?
Number 1, definitely for results.
Right.
My methods are structured in order to get you results. And the second one is simple. Okay, it's like I said, simple things done consistently, ruthlessly well is what going to get you results in the long term. And number 3, a bit of fun. Yeah, keep it interesting. Have some enjoyment when you're doing it. If you're not enjoying it, you're never gonna do that. So I like to bring a little bit of spark.
So tell me, along that theme, what's been the best success story you've seen with your clients?
I've got many. There's one that sticks out to me that just came to mind is I helped one client lose over 18 kilos within a year period. And it wasn't just a physical transformation. This gentleman had some mental health issues that were going on. And working out and having that structure and routine not only helped him physically change, but mentally I could just see him explode with confidence. I was like, yes, that's what I was looking for.
Fantastic. Hopefully I can see that when I go into your Instagram profile, definitely. And when it comes to, the reasons these clients keep coming back to, what's your general tenure that the client stays with you, your coaching clients?
So, to begin with, I only sign people up for 3 months at a time.
All right.
Reason being, don't waste their time, my time, or the money at the end of the day. And then it's very much dependent. Within that 3 months, you will learn all the basics you need to do for life going forward. But people enjoy the consistency and then roll on. I've had people for 3 months, I've still got clients for 6 years.
Oh, wow, okay. And now, let's move on to nutrition, right? We've seen a lot of companies come up with, they offer ready-made meals and stuff like that. What's your kind of take on it?
Well, it's all about, it depends if you have the time to go away and do your cooking. I'd always recommend that, but some people can only do it for convenience reasons. Right. Whether that be meals from, Aldi do some really good calorie meals.
Oh, did
yeah, they do really good. I personally have my own delivery service. They're going to come today or Sunday for us. What it does is it just allows me time to nutritionally dense food, calorie controlled, have all my macros, bang it in the microwave. I haven't got time most of the time. Bing, and it's perfect. As long as you get what you need from your nutrition and it fuels you for what's going for that week.
And how do you maintain accountability with your clients?
No, of course. So my clients will know the dreaded tracker. So everyone has to fill that out every day. So it's a Google sheet that you fill in your weight, whether you worked out, your steps, your calories, your goals. That then works out its magic to work through the averages, and I can see how you're progressing going forward. But I look at that, and every few days I just text them, "Hey, getting on? What's going on?" Maybe a phone call, see what needs to happen.
Excellent. And You're on Instagram, I'm on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the number of fitness coaches, actually literally blow up. But in order to be successful, right, for someone just starting off their career in fitness
Mm-hmm.
as a coach, what would you actually recommend? What guidance would you give them?
Number one is get in the field first. Okay, don't
Right.
go start trying to do online. You
Right.
need at least a year's experience before
Right.
you do that.
Right.
Go into train lots of different people. You need to find out what your specialist is, whether that be, I don't know, strength and conditioning, training sports people, weight loss clients,
Right.
older clients, whether it's whoever, couples. You need to get out there, trial and error, and then figure out what works going forward. And then it's just about adapting it to the individual, because
Right.
there is no one set program for everyone. There's a lot of good set rules, and it's just
Right.
about how can we make this then fit into your lifestyle going forward.
Fantastic. And also when we're talking about, the internet being blown up, what's your recommendation to, you have a lot of online kind of apps coming along, you have online, programs coming up from various coaches. I think even you do have just like program.
Online offering.
What's your kind of take on that one?
Well, listen, we're in a new world. You need to adapt with it. Online is now becoming more apparent, whether that be Zoom sessions, whether that be keeping accountable through apps and whatnot. Like I said, it's mainly based on the individual. You need to then market to those. So you need people with, if you're going online, you need to at least know that person has some gym experience before,
Right.
has some access to their nutrition, who can keep themselves accountable, because online is a completely different animal when it comes to in-person. In person, you come to me,
Yes.
you can't lie to my face.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it's then about making sure you can keep yourself accountable away as well.
Okay, good. And also when it comes to coaching, right, and now let's move on to the business side. Typical, what are the challenges you've seen with business owners, entrepreneurs coming to you and actually getting coached, right? What are the kind of typical challenges you see with
The
them?
biggest one I always get is time.
Time,
Okay,
okay.
I haven't got the time.
Mm-hmm.
You do have the time. I'm not having that as nonsense. You can be more successful as a business individual if you look after your health and wellness. Okay, when you set time aside to work on yourself, this is where some of the magic happens and those ideas come flowing.
Right.
And it's just about manipulating your diary for that to happen. So, for example, we say 10 a.m. on a Tuesday and Thursday. You go and do your 1 hour sessions. That's 2 hours during the week, and then you find some time on Saturday and Sunday. Put it into your diary. Get consistent. Then you can work around what you need to do.
Yes. We always say in our field, if you don't have time, means it's just a lousy excuse. You're not managing your time.
Exactly.
Okay, good. And what are the other challenges you see apart from being, time managed properly?
Yeah, so there's time management, and then there's distractions away, whether that be social events, whether that be your weddings, family as well. It's then about building a structure that then gets you results, but then can bend with life, because life happens. No one wants to go to a wedding and, like I said, just eating carrots in the corner.
Yeah.
No one wants that. You want to enjoy it. So then it's about manipulating your week to say, let's just say, for example, weekends we're going to go out.
Yeah.
Fine, manipulate our calories Monday to Friday, take 100 calories off, you got extra 500 for Saturday. 500 calories is a lot more than you think it is.
I can imagine. Good. And do you recommend a fast track kind of program, or you recommend a more long-term program for your brand?
So a big one for me is education. So that's why I do the 3 months. It's not just about me going, here you go, you follow this to a T, you're going to get results. I can almost guarantee it in that sense. But I want you to learn why. Because when you understand it, it's then when you can apply it to life. And then when it is getting a bit tough, you go, all right, I need to be disciplined now, or here's how I need to manipulate it from there.
Okay, excellent. And what are the top 3 movies you like?
Oh, top 3 movies. Okay, first one, I really like Moneyball with Brad Pitt, baseball film, and it's talking about the numbers, the consistency in order to create a really successful baseball team.
Right.
Number 2, Dragon Ball Z versus Frieza, because every good superhero needs a villain. And my last one would be, it's got to be Marvel Endgame, because who doesn't shed a tear at Iron Man? Come on.
Fantastic. Okay. No comments on those ones, because those are your choices.
My opinion.
And what's if you had a choice to eat one particular food for the rest of your life, a meal, what would that be?
Mum, it's your lasagna and garlic bread.
Yeah.
Superb.
And the most healthiest option, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Remember 80-20, okay, 80-20.
Fantastic. All right, excellent. Kavan, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Fantastic, thanks.
Awesome.